What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. You know, a lot of people can be rich in America, be popular in America, be famous in America. And of course, you can do certain things, even inside of America. We've seen that even with TJ Holmes. It was all good until you started messing with Amy Roback. Same thing with Ime Udoka. It was all good until you start messing with that white guy's wife. Okay? It was all good until. But Kevin Hart is also getting what I would consider a Negro wake-up call. What is this wake-up call about? This wake-up call, in my honest opinion, has to do with the fact, listen to what I'm about to say, guys. It has to do with the fact that Kevin Hart referred to Egypt or Egyptians as being black. In other words, he was making certain statements that, hey, the first Egyptians were black, and obviously the Arabs in Egypt did not like that. And that's really a black thing. We feel that the first Egyptians were black, not Arab, because in Sudan we can see those same pyramids that are there. So we would expect that those people, and we see what the Ethiopians look like. So the Egyptians could not have been Arab based on the other place. We believe that those Arabs came into Egypt and conquered the land at certain points. But now, be it as it may, it's a theory. But Kevin Hart forgot who he was talking to. He forgot that those Arabs have a particular line and you can't cross that, which is different from Americans, black Americans, unless you're dealing with the LGBTQ or Jewish people or Hispanics. But he had a show and that show was going to sell out. But because of that, he made that statement 2 months ago. They said, look, we don't want him coming here. And what did our productions, the promoters, write? It is the heavy heart that we share with you due to local logistical issues. The cancellation of our Kevin Hart event scheduled for February 21st in Cairo. You have always shown us continued support in all our events, and for that we're grateful. In the meantime, we're asking for your patience as we work with Tickets March to make sure that all the refunds are met within the shortest time possible. We know what happened because why? Not only was there going to be violence there, Kevin Hart's life is in danger. That's the truth. And see, even though we might feel differently or the same as that, you got to look at the unity of these people. Okay? Even though they have their own country, look at the unity of these people. And they're not going to accept you or anybody else talking about them. That's why people who think like them have something. And our community who thinks remotely like us don't. That's the same thinking that they can come into the black community and start liquor stores, sell you pork rinds, and they don't even eat pork and all that. Date your women and all that. But you can never. That's why you never see black men talking about, oh, I'm going overseas. I hear sometimes brothers talking about going to DR. I hear brothers talking about going to Colombia, to the Philippines. I never hear nobody saying, I'm going to find a wife in Egypt. You already know what's going to go down if you go there looking for a woman, huh? You already know better, don't you? We all know better, right? We already know. Egypt know. And Egyptian women are beautiful, but what do we know? Those men out there are not having it. They're going to kill you if you even think about it. So hell to the no. You don't even think about what Algeria. You don't think about it with Morocco. You damn sure don't think about it in Sudan. Because they got some fine ladies out there. They got that Arab. Some of them is beautiful dark skin, and some of them is mixed. You already know not to go, without a shadow of a doubt. Saudi Arabia. You think that if they was open to letting brothers come in, we would be there too, right? But we already know not to try it, so we don't. Because you know how they feel. Look, these people take care of their women, right? They not going for no foolishness with you. You know that. And because of that, you don't go. That's why if you come to Africa, for example, I was in Dubai. I saw many Ugandans, many Kenyans, many people working in Dubai doing what I would consider to be remedial jobs. meaningless jobs in comparison to what they had a skill to do. But you know who never does those jobs? You never see Arabs doing those jobs unless they're from other parts of the country, but you're not going to see no Emiratis doing it at all. Because, and you can't even access their women. And Kevin Hart making those comments didn't understand the culture. He didn't know who he was dealing with. Okay? Bruh, get your ass up out of here. We don't care if you are Kevin Hart. You can't rock here. And let me tell you something else. He might not be able to go to no other Arab countries too. You see? And that's when you have a people who actually care about their culture. They care about their issues, and they don't take disrespect from somebody else. And what I'm thinking ain't disrespectful what he said, but they thought it was disrespectful what he said, and that's all that mattered. They got offended. They got offended. So now, as black people, we got to look at how these other groups who compete with us, who rule over us, who have business in our community, what is their mindset? And why don't we have that mindset? We got every excuse. Oh, the black woman is this and the black man is that. And I get those problems, all that stuff, right? And that's in-house issues and all that stuff. But look at what these people want to do. They're going to put in the work to take care of their people. And that's when they come across us, they don't respect us. They tell you flat out in your face. Hey man, you guys don't take care of your community. You don't take care of your women or your men. You're a joke. They tell you that. So many people. They don't have no respect for us. They tell you that. That's why we have sometimes even these beefs in the Pan-African community, because people just flat out tell you that kind of stuff. And it ain't always that they wrong. And we need to be honest about how, if we want to have, as black men, we want to have some sort of ownership. We want to have some sort of authority. We want to be men. It's certain things that we just can't allow. And we have to work with our men to achieve that. If you say something about X, Y, and Z, that's going to be a consequence for that. Then people start respecting you when you have the ability to cancel folks, not to just be mad and protest, but you can actually cancel people. Those promoters knew if they brought him there, they'll never have another event in that country. So they better lose the money right now to be able to do something in the future. Just like Adidas. Adidas knew that cutting ties with Kanye, but hey, having the ADL on your back is a bigger issue. So the ADL said, look, you're going to lose this billions on our behalf. If not, suffer the consequence. That's called power. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.